The power of small steps. On the outskirts of a small town, there lived a woman named Linda. She always dreamed of changing her life, but every time she thought about making big changes, she was overwhelmed by fear. Linda was afraid of failing and staying stuck in the same place where she had been her entire life. Linda worked at the local library. Every day, she saw people come and go, living their lives and achieving their goals. She felt stuck, but she didn't know where to start to make a change. One day, an old woman named Mary came into the library. She always borrowed the same gardening books, and Linda had known her for many years. But on this day, Mary brought with her a new book of poetry. "I decided to try something new," Mary said with a smile. "Life is too short to stay in one place for too long." Linda was surprised. "But you love gardening. Why did you suddenly decide to start reading poetry?" Mary laughed. "I've always loved gardening, but one day I realized that my life had become too predictable. I decided that even small steps can lead to big changes. So, I picked up these poems. Who knows, maybe they'll inspire me to do something new." These words struck a chord with Linda. She began to think that perhaps the key to changing her life wasn't in big, scary decisions, but in small, meaningful steps. The next day, Linda decided to take her first small step. She signed up for a painting class. At first, she felt awkward in the classes, as she had never painted before. But every day she learned something new, and her confidence grew. Linda began to realize that painting helped her express feelings and thoughts that she had never been able to put into words. A few months later, Linda was eagerly looking forward to each class. She took another step. She displayed her work in a local gallery. She was scared, but she knew it was part of her journey. Over time, Linda became more confident and determined. She started setting new goals for herself and moving toward them, taking small steps every day. She realized that success wasn't one big achievement, but a series of small victories that added up to something significant. And every time Linda found herself afraid of change, she remembered Mary's words. Small steps can lead to big changes. These words became her guide in life, and they helped her achieve what she had always dreamed of. Now, Linda has become an inspiration to others. People who came to the library saw in her an example of how small but confident steps can change a life. And every time she met someone new, Linda would remind them, "Don't be afraid to start small. The important thing is to keep moving forward."